every effect, outer manifestation, has a prior cause. And when you perceive that, like you'll say, maybe they'll tell you, oh, there's no cure for that, but we can give you these drugs for whatever the symptom, but nobody can cure it. Well, wait a minute. Every effect has a prior cause. And when you realize, a lot of the times you look at what we do as humans, we're just moving stuff around. I don't know if you noticed. Moving the body, moving the things, moving the stuff. Because we've got the perfect bodies for walking, running, moving, and doing all these activities. And it's kind of cool because, according to the Vedas, they say that our nature is Sat, Chit, Ananda, Vigraha. And that means Sat is eternity. So we are eternity. That means you're never born, you never die. You always, always are. And what we have to get with that, there's the good and the bad news with that, because you can't end yourself. You can, maybe go so far unconscious, when you go to sleep and you don't remember what happened when you were sleeping because the body was shut down, and somehow, because I like to just have myself just be in the divine. And then you just get the senses get fueled up again, just like you're like a battery that got drained. So every effect always has a prior cause. And we're actually, who we are is a causer in that. We are a causer. And we're causing effects. That means the actions or the reactions of our actions, or the manifestation of the meaning and intention that we give to the vibrations that we call words and thoughts. And then what we're getting then is a life experience and an outer reality based on consciousness. So first of all, Sat is eternity. That's who you are. And the good news is that you are, and also as being eternal, you don't want to be caught in some eternal trap of some kind. Of course not. And we have to also look at, we also are the ones who give our agreement, our consent. We say, okay, we do it. We sign on the dotted line. That's why you need to, if you're going to sign stuff, do the King's X behind your back and saying, I don't mean any of this, but I'm doing it to play the game, because you don't know what that little small print is all about. And you want to take back all your power and break all those contracts and agreements that have been made in the unconscious on many levels that we've agreed to. And how we agreed to it is, the promise is, I'm going to make your life better. That means I'm going to give you more sense gratification. I'm going to give you a longer life so that you don't have to die, which means I'll put you in some kind of a thing that you think you're still living and all of that, but you're locked into a particular virtual reality system, a mind system. And you already are a divine being and already fully operational, already evolved, nothing's missing. These are all lies. You're evolving. This is all body consciousness, physical. You don't need that. When you're who you are, the body gets taken care of for itself, and as you are who you are, your true self, then the effects around you are harmonious with your state of consciousness, because we're made of eternity. Consciousness, Sat Chit, is consciousness. And Chit, these are Sanskrit words. It means consciousness, and consciousness, according to the Vedas, means the knowledge and what you do with that knowledge. And that means that you do hold knowledge and you see, but you want to plug into divine knowledge. And what everybody else is, they're plugged into the virtual reality knowledge as if that's the real, and then they call the true knowledge weird, fake, and not true at all. And to even think that way is dangerous, you see. So we want everybody to think the same way, focus on the same thing, got the same thing, so that it's the effects we are causing come from our consciousness. So you want to know absolute truth, and you want to act on only that which comes from the heart, not from the space of destruction, death, killing of living entities. And then eating the flesh. People don't know it. That's the forbidden fruit. And I highly suggest a book by Shmuel Asher, A-S-H-E-R, and it's called The Land of Meat and Honey. Especially people who are Hebrews and Christians and Muslims, really, really, really important. And he does a beautiful job, The Land of Meat and Honey. And so this effects that we get, what we do then is let the effects cause us, because we're caught up in the outer hypnotic trance, not realizing that we're the reality, this is the movie, we are and there is the divine spiritual reality, that this is a virtual or copy of, in a sense, a simulation over our eyes, and you want to start living in the spiritual world now, not waiting until you leave the body, because now I'm giving that space of the body my power. You want to activate all of your divine powers and abilities now, and that comes from having a clean body, free of animal blood and flesh and and look at the killing society we live in, and let's eliminate that instantly. Your life will be transformed, and because all the guilt comes from all this, and then the human and animal and the human blood and sacrifices and flesh and all this that's put in things. And you'll find that why everything is so distorted for people that it is distorted from is they want to have the effect of happiness and harmony and enjoying their senses and all of this, and having no realization that their sickness in their body, the relationship, all of the destruction, the war, all comes from cruelty. It's interesting, in the Vedas it says the killing of a cow produces war on humanity as the effect. So how do you transform your own life and such is stop giving your power to the effects. But the effects are going to show you what the consciousness, Sat Chit is consciousness, Ananda is bliss. Bliss is our nature. And that nature is attained by being in the now, in the love relationship with your divine creators, divine, to me, Mother, Father, my friends, my partners, my beloveds, and that includes you. Yes. So people say, and get so dumbed down. You're actually accepting the sicknesses, the problems, all this is just natural, this goes, and then you die because, and all the science tells you that, and you believe it, and you say, well, I learned it here, and my doctor says this, and my this says this, and my blah, 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 blah. This is it. Now you go for it. This is it, and this is not it, you're it. Yeah. So every effect has a prior cause. And when you're in that continuous state of the divine, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, come on. The weather, the water, The life is magnificent. Choose that now. Be here now. And not even here. Wherever you think you need to be to feel good, just settle in. And when we stop causing these effects, and everybody's going to give you something to handle the effect. We'll give you something else to handle the effect. It doesn't. It makes more problems and makes it worse. Because it's simple. Very simple. Yeah, very. But the hard part is, could you sacrifice your tongue? Could you sacrifice friends? Could you? It's like, nobody can give you this. You can't buy it. It's you got to reconnect yourself with the original divine creators, source, partners, because we're not a creation, we're eternal beings. By acting and being who we really are instead of some monster. Because of following another voice, the voice of fear. And of course there's guilt and shame so deep for the cruelty. You have to let it go. Cleanse out the body, the mind, the body's divine. Activate yourself. That's your work. And do it now.